Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Let me log on. Make sure I'm in the right place. Got involved in things this morning. Didn't realize the time. And then all my plugs. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me get on here. Let's see if anyone is here. There we are. Okay. So as you're coming in, be sure to say hello. I'll give it a moment or two for the notifications to go up that I am now currently live and in person. Goodness, I hope you I hope you're having a good day. Good morning, Debbie. I have to say, I slept very well last night, and I promised myself I would not get out of bed because I knew I had to do this today, and I did not want to be tired. Let me get my treatment device plugged in and off my shoulder. I have to wear this bag. I have this backpack that my cancer treatment, this is my cancer treatment device that's connected to this, that's connected to that, that's connected to my head. So I usually wear it around my shoulder because I have to walk around with it, with the battery pack, but being I'm going to be sitting here, I can just plug it in so the battery doesn't die and the alarm go off. So God willing, all of that will continue to work. It's tangled up. You know, you would think for $21,000 a month they would come up with something easier for us cancer people to deal with, but so it is the way it is. And until they do, that's what we got to work with. All right. Okay, so let's give it a minute here. I feel some snags in my nails. I hate that. I have a nail file. Yes, I do. All right. So let's see. Who's here? It looks like we have 3 people. Probably one of them is me. One of them is you, Debbie. And who else do we have? We have Marsha Long. Welcome, Marsha. Happy Saturday to you as well, and good morning. I hope you're here. You got a beverage. I got something to drink. I get very thirsty with my lips going on. And let me just fix this snag in my nail. You know, I try to keep my nails, half decent, right? And sometimes these little snags can end up to rip off your edge of your nail. All right, so let me share last night. If you missed last night with my Facebook Live, here was one of the cards that I did with this typewriter stamp set. If you don't have this, you may want to check it out. It's a standalone. It's so cute. The sayings in it are so beautiful. And then I did a fracture card. All the hit these days with this little bird set, which is very popular too. So those were the cards we did. I gave away last night 2 paper pumpkin kits. Nancy was one of the winners and Kathy was the other winner. And that kicks off the end of the giveaways for August, but I do have information to share today with the August. If you make a purchase, so today is August, what is today? The 26th, 2023. So depending if you're watching this live, if you're on Facebook, in the upper left hand corner you see a rectangle and it says it live, then you're watching live. Otherwise you're watching the replay on my Facebook page, and I'm also going to transfer it over to my YouTube channel. So don't worry if you have to leave. That's totally fine. I get it. I know it's Saturday. I know a lot of people do things on Saturdays, but this works for me. And 10 o'clock p.m., usually the fourth Saturday of the month, is when I have a live class. Now, next month, it's going to be Stampin' Bingo. And let me just flip my calendar. That is going to be September 23rd. September 23rd at 10 a.m. The cost of that is going to be $10, which will cover the shipping of prizes along with a small supply fee of my own. So there won't be any supplies that you'll need. You can just use whatever you have. It'll be a variety. I'm not quite sure yet what I'll be focusing on, but by September 6th, the new holiday catalog will be out. So I'll be able to focus on new items in this holiday catalog. Right now, I'm not allowed to open it up and share it with you, not until the 6th. However, if you would love to have a sneak peek, all you got to do is contact me and say, you know, I want to join the Sweet Bee Stampers team. You know, you don't have to sell, you don't have to teach classes, you don't have to do anything. You be you, and you just be your own personal shopper and save 20%. 20%. And when they have sales, like when they have the stamp sale for 15, that's 15. And well, I'm terrible at math. Was that 35%? You save 35% on your purchases, and holidays are coming. So you know you're going to be buying things for holidays. Now this catalog goes September through December. Stampin' Up! Moved things around a little bit. So this will go through fall, Halloween, Hanukkah is in here, and Christmas. So come January will be our celebration. There'll be a whole new mini catalog. So right now, if you're going to be stocking up on supplies, you can purchase the kit. You get, the kit is, let me open the back so I can go over that with you. I hardly ever go over this, and sometimes I feel like maybe I should go over it more because people kind of forget about it. So hold on. The whole kit is $99, and you get to choose $125 a product of your choice. So you choose what you want. So there's no specials currently going on, but that in itself is a special. You do not pay any shipping. Shipping is free. You just have to pay tax. And you pick out from here, or if you decide that you would like to join, I can send you a link where you can check out the mini catalog and you can order some products from the mini catalog if you'd like to do that. Don't forget there's also online exclusives which are not going to be shown in anywhere in any of the catalogs. Something new Stampin' Up! Is doing, and they are while supplies last. And that's where the truck bundle is coming from. So, let me know. I'd love to have you join my team. It's the perfect time to do so because October starts our new calendar year. September is the end. We don't do the traditional January through December. We do September through August, okay? But definitely reach out. Let me know if you have any questions. There's a great support system. There's a great online. They are always doing classes, events. There's an upcoming online called On Stage that they're doing in November, and it's only $77 to attend, and you get a free goodie box. And it's a all-day, one-day event with training and all kinds of things, and you do it from home. So you have the option to attend events. You have the option to do things virtually at home. They're forever on Facebook doing lives and demonstrations, and the support system is excellent. Not like when I signed up 23 years ago. My kit was like almost $300, and they just sent me what they sent me. I didn't get to choose. And also, there was no resources like there are now. So you would have me as your, quote, upline, and you would come to me with any questions, anything I can't answer, I'll help you out with. And if I can't, then I contact Stampin' Up! And you can always contact them. They're always there to help out everywhere they can. So anyone ever have any questions regarding any of that? Let me just get my stuff here. Let me know. And like I said, you don't have to sell a darn thing. you know, to anyone but yourself. All you have to do is you take care of yourself, what you're interested in, and yeah, you do you. It's a great opportunity. I wouldn't be in this for 23 years if I didn't believe wholeheartedly about it. Okay, so it looks like we lost somebody. They probably didn't want to hear my commercial. Put you on the big, oh, you put me on the big screen. Well, thank goodness I'm not showing my face. Although I put on a little makeup, but you guys won't know that. Okay, looking forward to the class. Okay, so I get it. Okay, in other words, shut your gums. Stop your gums from flapping, and let's get the party started. Let me put on a little bit extra light. Make sure you can see well. Let me get a drink, and like I said, anytime you have questions, reach out. Let me know. You can send me a private message. You can text me. You know, you can email me. Y'all know the system, right? Okay, so I'm going to bring out the chamois today. And let's go ahead and get started. So welcome. My name is Susan Timchak. If you're not familiar with me, I'm also known as Stampin' Sue Creates and Stitchin' with Sue on my YouTube channel. And today we're focusing on the Truck Along bundle. Now, currently, the stamp set is available. The punch is on back order till, I believe, October 16th. Don't let that scare you away. Get the stamp set. You don't need to have the punch. The punch is nice. You can wait till then, and as soon as it's available, I will let you know through my Facebook page, Stampin' Sue Creates, that the punch is available. But they're anticipating October. But you can, on your own, go to my online store at stampinsuecreates.stampinup.net. And the Blue Jays are fighting outside. And look online exclusives and keep checking, because sometimes they give you that date, but it comes earlier than that. You want to make sure, if you are interested in the Truck Builder Punch, that you get it. You may not want it. You don't really need to have it, but it's nice to have, right? We all know that. Okay. So, Trucking Along is a two-step stamp set, and I remember two-step stamping when I first started with Stampin' Up. So you stamp the image, and if you choose, you can ink up the color and stamp right over the top. So all of these images, we have a road down here, we have grass. This is a little fence that, well, not fence, what do you call that? It goes on the side of the truck here, but you can use it as a fence. Think outside the stamp set, right? So we have clouds, Christmas trees, palm trees, presents, flowers, more flowers, trees, and then we have sending you sunny thoughts, wishing you a festive Christmas, special delivery, farm fresh, which fits perfectly on the truck, and every day is a fresh start. And we also have these, and these are for the tires. Okay, and this is how they're stamped. So this bottom part is going to go along the bottom. I made the mistake where I wasn't paying attention and I did it on the top. If you do it on the top, what that does is it'll give you a shadow effect. So that's a whole other idea, you know, right there. You can use inks with this to color in. You can use your blends, your watercolor pencils, water painters, markers. The easiest way to get around it is just to use ink and stamp it in any way. I'm going to show you how to add rust to your truck to make it look rusty. And, okay, and I'm going to do 3D projects too. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, I like to use what I have in my stash. So I have these ornaments that I had bought last year, and they're really inexpensive. They're flat. If you place an order between now and, let's see, between now and August 30th, so that would be Wednesday, I will send you a little package with one of these in here so you can play and create with it and give it a try. If you don't have the stamp set, use what you have. So let me show you what it turned out to be. So here is the cute little ornament. Now the ornament, and I will send you a piece of ribbon too. So the ribbon, and I will send you one of these. So you place an order through my online store. There is a host code, and I'll also send you one of these raffia tie things too. Stampinsuecreates.stampinup.net. I will include all that information. Place an order, between now and Wednesday of $50 or more, and I will send you a little package with some goodie things inside it. I'm not going to tell you what all is going to be in there, but it'll be a surprise. But you will definitely receive one of these to play with. I did it on both sides because if you're going to hang, this is a Christmas ornament, which I'm sure you know that. If you're going to hang this on the tree, sometimes it turns around, so you don't want the back to be naked, right? So, yeah, so we're going to do this. This is fun. This is a great way if you're sending cards out that you can go ahead and insert this into a card because it's super flat and it's super fun. So let's get, I'm going to do Memento ink. If you'd like to use Stays On, you can use Stays On, but I did Memento and I found that that worked perfectly fine. Here comes my dog. I made sure I let her out so she's not going to be like bugging the heck out of me. So here's what I like to do. I shared this with everyone last night, and my intention was to go back and make sample cards, but it just didn't happen this week. I stamped all of these little images and did the two-step stamping. I wanted to share with you how fun these are. So when I did the tree, let me close this. I think I have, yes, I have trucks in the back. Hold on. I like to tuck in my trucks in the back that I did. Let me show you how this works. When I did the tree, of course, I did the truck, and I really didn't like having that extra when you punch it out because it shows a little bit of white. You could take a marker and go along it and fill it in, or just take your snips and snip that. I did the tree, and I left a little handle. So that would be the piece that, well, you can do it like this, that you would glue that on. So there's the tree. Oh, I'm too high. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Let me slide down. There we go. I got to pay attention. If you come in here and you're saying hi and don't think I'm ignoring you, I have to focus on what I'm doing, or otherwise, you know, this party's going to go on till 5 o'clock, and I'm going to have to feed you lunch and dinner. So there's the little tree. So if you're going to do this, you want to do your truck, punch it out or cut it out first, and then do your embellishment. So here's some presents. You put presents in the back. Now, if you want to pile up your presents, you can pile mile high, however you want to do it. So that's the presents. Here's some little, whoop, and I mean, these are little. Here's sunflowers. So look how quickly you can add sunflowers to the back of your truck. But I meant to sit and, you know, make up all these little samples, but, well, you know, life. Here is the other little flowers. So I hope you're getting a visual as to what it looks like. Let's see, what did I miss? Here's little trees. So if you're a fussy cutter, like, oh, here's the palm tree. Now the palm tree has a surfboard and a beach ball. Look at how fun that is. And I mean, you could pile these high if you want to, you know, say, you know, we're having a party. We got a lot of beach going on. You can do that. What did I miss? What did I miss? The tree, that. So I like to sit and I make up all these little things. I do the little sayings. So, you know, you can do the sayings. You could use your dies to cut them out. Totally up to you what you'd like to do. Let me take out some of these sayings because I'm not really sure what all I'm going to use, but that's just a sampling to share with you what you can do with this truck. Now, if you want, you can stamp your truck, and then you could go ahead and stamp your image right on top. You don't have to do the fussy cutting if you don't want to do that. Then you can use a punch or a die and go ahead and, you know, very easily just color it in that way. All right. So first off, we're going to get our truck. So let me put this on my table. Stamp. Did I lose people? I don't even have anybody here now. Put you on, oh, the last thing put me on the big screen. I guess I'm still live. Am I still live? I don't know. I kind of get worried when there's nobody here. Is there anyone here? I'm just going to go on. If you have to leave, that's okay. I'll catch you later. All right. So here is the second step. And I'm going to use real red to do my truck. Okay. So these ornaments are very, very inexpensive, and you can get a whole bunch of them and you could just create a ton of them. All right, so here's our truck. We're going to ink that up. I want to do a sample first though. Let me move this just to make sure. Okay, that looks good. So you do a sample first. And I'm going to kind of put it toward a little bit down toward the bottom because I want to do a saying on top. Now when you do this, hold it down a little bit because you want that ink to adhere and get kind of absorbed into the wood. Now if you wanted to stain these, that would be nice. If you wanted to paint them, that would be nice. So there's our truck. I'm going to turn it over and do it again for the back side, or maybe this would be the front side, depending. All right, and here's our truck. Okay, now I'm going to get another block, and I want to do the little road underneath, or you can do grass, but of course this is going to be, you know, winter time. So I'm going to do the little road underneath. Okay, so now the road has, the flat line is going to be the bottom part of your road. Where's my, oh, I'm like, where's my ink pad? It's hidden. Okay, so that's going to go underneath. Let me bring it close so I can see. I apologize for that. My hands are a little shaky today. I noticed I'm having a little bit of bleeding, but once I put that color on top, I think I should be okay. If you want to prevent that, you can always use the Stays On. Okay, so there's my road. All right. And I'm going to do the saying. What was the saying? Oh, I want the festive one. Sometimes it's hard to read these upside down. You all find that to be true as well? Okay, festive Christmas is going to go up above here. Turn it over. My hands are shaky today, and I don't know why I have the little bit of the shakes going on, but oh my goodness, get that out of my way. Let me clean my truck. You know what I want to try? I want to try, where did I put them? Up here. I want to try Stays On. Let's try Stays On, see what happens. So I will be the, whatchamacallit. You know what else you can do is you can emboss this as well. I will be the guinea pig. Let's try Stays On. Because I noticed the one I did the other day that I used the regular Memento, I didn't have any bleeding, but I'm noticing, oh, I love the smell of Stays On. Who loves the smell of Stays On? The almond. I love almonds. Well, I don't like almonds per se, but I like the smell of almonds. My hole didn't punch out on this one, but I think we'll be okay. So let's try this. Oh, it's sticky. Oh, look at how nice that turned out. Oh, I like that better. Let's do the other side. I like that better. So erase the Memento. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I love that better. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Okay. And let's do our saying. So use Stays On. Don't do Memento. Erase that. Oh, look at how fancy that is. Oh, I love it. See how this one bled? we'll see. We'll ink it up. We'll see how it looks. So I'm glad you're all here to experiment with me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have tried it. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Now, of course, I have a special cleaner, and I will go back later. This is a Stays On cleaner that I will use because I don't really like to use these the Stays On my rubber stamps that are the acrylic ones. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that right now. I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to do it right now to clean these, because the Stays On sometimes can affect your stamps. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that right now. Let that sit there. Okay, great. That looks fabulous. Oh, I have to do the road. I'm so excited. Let's do the little road underneath. Let me move this close so I can see. So sometimes you have to learn by trial and error. And that is A-okay in my book. Let me get that Stays On cleaner. It has a little sponge on top. So I would definitely invest in this. I've had this for a long time. It lasts like forever. And I'm going to turn this over. There we go. Okay. Let's put these away because I'm going to need my blocks. I mean, I have a whole thing of blocks, but there's certain ones I like to use all the time. Okay, there we are. Stays On all the way. Stays On. Make sure you put the right lid on the right ink pad because I've done that before. And Memento. All right. Let's bring this back into view. So next what we're going to do is we're going to do our two-step stamping. But look at the difference. Can you see the difference? I know you have to be able to see. We're going to do red truck. I'm going to move this out of my way because I don't need that yet. So being that I did a sample here on my paper, now when you're inking this up, note to self, if your ink pad is very, very juicy, you want to either take a plastic spoon and move your ink over to the side, or you want to do light kisses because there is a window, and if that window fills up with ink, that's going to stamp. So let's see what happens if I was too heavy-handed. Do you see what happens? Your window will fill up with ink. So you don't want to do that. You want to do light kisses. Make sure I clean this really well. Okay, so I'm going to do light kisses, and I'm going to try it again. Oh, I got a little tiny bit there. So I really should scoochy it down. I don't have a spoon up here in my craft room. Can you imagine? I don't have a spoon. But I'm going to try this. And what I like to do, that window is really filled in. Hold on. Let me get my bone folder. I'm going to sacrifice my bone folder. And I'm going to move my ink, because this pad is a little too juicy. There we go. All right. Let me try this again. There we go. See? Much, much better. And of course that will lighten up. So let's try in our little truck here. Let me move this closer to me so I can see. So I'm aligning up where the window is, where the wheel wells are. I'm going to press down. And I'm off a little bit, so now I know. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this one that, you know, kind of not too happy with, but we will make it work. Let me bring this close to me again. And again, it would help if my hands weren't so shaky. Oh, I filled in the window. So we will have to fix that, and we will fix that. I'm very heavy-handed today, folks. And you may be wondering how you're going to fix that. Well, I will share with you. There we go. That's much better. All right, so let's try this one. I'm going very light. That's okay. It's a little bit like, you know, it's used and abused truck, right? I wasn't pressing hard enough, but my hands are just shaking terribly. There we go. Look at that. I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to give this another shot. We could also add rust to this if we want to try that. There we go. Perfect. All right. So there is our truck. Now, if you feel adventurous, you can go ahead and get your wheels. Otherwise, you can use your Stampin' blends. I have my markers here in my bucket. And let me find the black marker. You can color with the marker. And I'm going to use the gray. And I'm looking for the pool party. This is the pool party. I emptied them all out of those containers that I had 2 sets of markers, and I just threw them all in there because I'm planning on using them more. So you can take this and let me share with you how, let me close this up. How if you choose to stamp your little tires, again, this is how the tires go, okay? But like I said, if you were to stamp it this way, up in here, that would go up in the wheel well and make a shadow if you wanted to do that. All right, I'm going to take the stays on. So if you kind of, you know, I'm much better with these tires just coloring them in, but it's up to you. So what you want to do is the center circle, you're going to try to align that up. Again, shaky hands. So there's the back, there's the front. Yeah, that didn't really color too well. Okay, hold on, let me press a little harder. But I am much better with the markers. There we go. So we colored in the tire. Let me flip it over and do this side, and then the other one I'll share with you how to do with the marker. So align up one and then align the other and then press down, just like so. Sorry about the squeak. Let me clean the other side with the Stays On cleaner. I'll flip my chamois over. When I'm done with that, I'll be cleaning my chamois really well. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's put this aside. Now, what you can do for that window, if you have the punch, and you can go ahead. Let me see, I need a piece of gray. Wasn't really prepared for doing this, but I need a piece of gray cardstock. Well, you know what I can do? I have under here. Well, okay, I don't have a piece of gray cardstock, but you could punch out. This is the window. These are the wheels, the truck, and then the little thing that goes over the wheels. You can punch out one of these and glue it right on top of there if you choose. Let me see what happens. There's my dog, of course. She just loves to bark. We could just color this in, which that's not going to work well. But let's do it on here. Aurora! Can y'all hear her? Let's do it on this side. I'm not happy with this one anyhow. This one probably would be an ornament that would go in the back of the tree that no one would see. But I am very much excited about this one. Okay, so let's do the inside of our wheel. Little lights here, whatever bumper that is. We flip it over. Now they also have little circles that look like wood, you know, like the bark of a tree. That would be really nice to stamp on too. I also bought some embroidery hoops that you can stamp on fabric and emboss on fabric. And do that. That's another option. There's many, many options of things that you can do with your stamps. Okay, so there's our little tires. And I'm just dabbing. Being my hands aren't very steady today, it's best to just dot. Do little dots like that, like so. Okay, gonna need, let's see, a crumb cake. To do the little road underneath. But this would be fun for an afternoon, a nice family event. What we like to do for Thanksgiving is, of course, we play bingo, and we get little prizes and things. We do bingo, and it would be fun for everyone to make an ornament at Thanksgiving, and you can use your stamps to put the date on it, and that would be a lot of fun to do. All right, so let's do a little Christmas tree in the back. Let me get a block. So we'll do a tree in the back. Again, I'm going back with the stays on because I'm very happy with the stays on as opposed to Memento. I'm putting back on the rack. There you go, Memento. Bye-bye. You did not make me happy. So we'll focus on this one. And I'm going to stamp, pardon if my head is in the way and you see the ugly thing on top of my head, but that is my life. Okay. So we'll do our little tree like that. And then we will do the fill-in for the tree. And I think I'm going to do garden green. Mossy I found was a little bit too dark. Oh, see, the thing I stamped it first goes this way. There's a little bit lighter. I think I want it to be a little bit darker. Go. Let's do the other side full strength, and then you can decide which one you like best. There it is in the darker. Wiki. Washy, washy. Reminds me quite a few years ago, my daughter and I went on a cruise together after I got divorced and bought my house. And that was the big thing with all the cruise people, was the washi-washi. Everything was washi-washi. I'm going to put this up here because I'm done with that. Let me grab a drink. All right. Hi, Fran. You're giving us great ideas. Oh, great. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Mary. Marsha, hello, you're here. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Okay. Now, this little pokey thing didn't poke out of here. Let me get my scissors. I think I'll pokey that out. There we go. Yeah, so don't forget, if you do place an order between now and Wednesday, $50 or more, I will send you an envelope with one of these ornaments that you can play with, and of course some other little goodies as well. Alright, I think I'm done with the stamping. So next thing I want to do is, how many of you picked up this Snowfall Accents puff paint? What I did on here is I added the puff paint and I heated it so it gives a 3D effect. Now, another thing you can use are the, let me get it out of my bucket here. And I thought I would try these, just something a little different, are these accents. Look, they're falling off. So these are the Pearlized Enamel Effect Basics, and I just got the silver, gold, and copper ones, and these will last forever. So it's liquid, okay? What I did this the other night on a live. What I did is I took and I made little dots on my sheet, and I let them dry, and I thought, I wonder how they will look here on this fun ornament. So you can use the puffy heat, and then you put the dots and you use your glue gun. You use your heat gun to heat it up. But what I want to do, I'm going to try these. So I'm going to put little, so it makes it look like snow. But if you were to take your Stampin' blends, not the blends, the brushes, my words aren't working, blending brushes. What you can do with the blending brushes is you can color your background if you choose to do so with that. That would be really, really nice. All right, so these are dry. I did these the other night, so you want to do these ahead of time. Hope I have the wrong end. And I'm just going to pick these off so they look like little snowflakes. And I'm just going to glue them on. Or you could just take it right from the bottle, but, you know, I don't trust myself sometimes. You know, I could squeeze too hard and do that. But look at how cute they are. I'm also going to add it into the wheels. I actually like this better than the puff paint, or you can incorporate both if you choose. Oops. So this is just such a fun set to play with. You know, get these created, get them made ahead of time, let them dry, make sure they dry enough so that when you go to you know, give them away inside your card, that you don't have any issues with that. But I'm not going to put on the other side because I want to make sure these dry first before I flip it over, and I will go back later on once, you know, this has all set up. So look at how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? Now you can go with your puff paint. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do puff paint. Let me put this aside. so I can share with you how to do. So now if you want to add some snow to your truck, take your puff, ooh, whoop, take your puff paint, and whoa, that's a lot. So it's going to look like it snowed, and you could do a little bit over the wheel well, I guess that's what that is. See, this is where I get a little bit heavy-handed, so I don't really trust myself. A little bit on the tree. And sometimes this will make it run a little bit, so it's up to you if this is something that you think you'd want to do. So, okay, that's good enough for me. It's my lid. Okay, heat tool. You're going to want to use your heat tool. Okay. Is it not working? Oh, I guess it would work if it's plugged in, huh? I had it plugged in. Hold on, everybody. I gotta go crawl underneath my desk. Where's my plug? Okay. All right, coming back up. Hold on. Okay. Now what this is going to do, this is going to heat up and it's going to puff. I don't want my little thingies to blow away though. Okay, so what you'll probably want to do then is to let that dry and go back and put another layer on there because it's picking up the little bit of red. But nonetheless, that will work for you if you choose to add a little bit of puff paint to that. Let me just try it. Let's just try. Let's put a little bit more over the top. I'll just try here on the top of the truck here, like it was coming down on the windshield. Let's see what happens. There we go. That looks like snow. See that? It looks like puffy, puffy snow. I love that. Definitely go back and add more. I love it. Love it, love it. You guys love it? Add a little bit more. Sometimes Sue doesn't know when to stop, but okay, let's try that again. Being that my heat gun is now warmed up, this is great for Santa's beards, for snowman, for all sorts of things. Now if you choose, while it'll still be a little wet, you can mush it down if you think that it's a little bit too high. But I want to go back and I want to add more of these because some of these kind of blew away. So you'll definitely want to put, if you're putting these little dots on, do that after. Well, maybe just the one. I'll put a couple more down here. So what do you guys think? Do you like? You likey? So this is the puff paint, and then this is the pearlized enamel dots. And let's put a couple more on here. And I'm going to put the gray ones in the center of the tires. What was the other one I put down here? Okay, and let's do the center of the tires. We could put the gray ones there. Do a little bit of a bigger one. Like that. Okay, you put that aside. And I love this new ribbon. This is new online exclusive ribbon, and it is called Dotted Ribbon. So I'm going to take a piece of that. So to do the ribbon, I like to fold it in half. And I will go back later and complete the back, or you could just keep it plain. It looks pretty just as it is. And I'm going to put it through like so. Tie it, do a little knot. You can make a little tag to put on your ribbon if you choose. A little personalized tag maybe with the year. Let's trim it with these better. There we go. And there you go. There is your beautiful Christmas ornament for the year 2023. And here it is with Memento. I stamped on here the Farm Fresh. You can choose to do so, but definitely do stays on. I recommend the stays on, definitely. So if you like it plain, I kind of like it plain too. So that is project number 1. I hope you enjoyed that. Just something a little bit different to do with your stamps. A lot of times people think, oh, I'm not into stamping, I'm not making cards. There's so many other things that you can do. You can stamp on clothing if you want. You know, you could do so many other things with it. So don't forget, if you're interested in getting yourself an ornament, all you have to do is place an order of $50 or more. Between now and I'm just looking to clean up my stuff here. Now and Wednesday, and I'll send you a little goodie bag in the mail. And if I don't have your address, you'll definitely want to, after you place your order, definitely let me know what your address is so that I can send it to you. Okay, so let's do a card. Let's do a fun card. me move all this stuff aside. Okay, so let me share with you the card that we're going to make next. Let me tear this. You don't want to see those ugly, ugly, messy messies. Okay, next up, look at this cute card. You know someone that retired? You know someone that maybe needs a little encouragement. You know someone that just, you know, a birthday card. You can turn this into anything you choose. It's more manly, but the technique on here is going to be sharing with you the rust technique and how to do it. There are a few different ways you can do the rust technique. I will try to explain a few other things while I'm demonstrating. But I'm also incorporating the Gone Fishing stamp set, where the Happy Retirement, that's where that's coming from. And also, what was I going to say? The Designer Series paper that is a part of the fishing stamp set. Just had to get this because it just reminded me, growing up, my dad used to take my brother and I fishing all the time. My mother would be on shore with her book, doing her reading, and we always had a great time and many, many, many good memories of that happening. So very happy to create this fun card with you. Okay, so this is the Designer Series paper that is from a part of the fishing set, and I'm using Old Olive. And let's go ahead and this is going to be our background piece. We'll go ahead and put the card together, and the last thing we'll do is the truck. So I can, well, I'm a little too high again. I got to keep remembering to look over. There you go. Can you see it now, everyone? That look good? All right. So let's do our layering. So we have our standard base card. We have a piece of Very Vanilla, and you know, here's the fishies on the other side. We're going to use those. I did some fussy cutting with some fish. Again, my MO is to sit and cut out all these little fish because I enjoy doing that. I know many people will be like, you are crazy, but I enjoy doing that. Okay, so let's glue this together, and we will do the truck last to show you how to do the rust. And as I'm doing that, I'll explain how to do it and a few other ways. There's never just one way to do things in life. There's always more than one way to skin a cat, I guess they say, but we won't go there. Okay, so this will get glued onto here. So for this one, we are not punching out a truck, but I believe the next project, the next project is another 3D project. Okay, that'll go there. Then I have a piece of this silver paper. This was paper that came out during Celebration, and it was so overwhelmingly popular that Stampin' Up! Brought it back in the catalog. It comes in a pack 6x6. You get gold and silver. And this one is the silver. Or is it the gold? I don't know. Maybe it's the gold. It's hard to tell. So I'm just going to do a little bling bling, because I remember fishing, you would have all those lures that would have those shiny things. And that was kind of what mostly attracted the fish, were those little lures that had that shiny. So I thought, you know, it could be for a guy, but they need shiny too. And then I have a small little strip that I'm just going to adhere right next to this piece here. It looks like I'm a little bit too long. And just do a little trimmy. So when you have all these little strips, don't throw them away. Tuck them back into your baggie that your Designer Series paper comes in, and use them to embellish your cards. Looks like I need to trim a little bit more. Well, I don't think anybody's even going to notice that but me, but okay. Whoop. Okay, and I took a circle punch and I punched out just a circle to add a little embellishment over on the side here with the little fishing lures. So that's going to get layered here, like so. And inside, here's what I did with my inside. So we will keep that for later. And I took a little strip that's left over. That'll be for my inside. And this will be my layer for my truck. Okay, so I think we're good. All right, so let's do the truck. Now for this truck, I'm going to be using Memento ink. And I'm going to stamp the truck right on the Very Vanilla cardstock. Kind of looks a little crooked to me. All right, now I'm going to take the other stamp. Where is it? That one. Where the heck is the truck? Truck. I lost my truck. Can anybody see it? Huh. Oh, there it is. It's stuck. All right. Let me close this up. All right, so I'm going to use Old Olive. Sometimes I need like a bigger desk. Too much stuff. And I'm going to pull in a little dauber and copper clay. Okay, so what we're going to do, let me fix this. I'm going to use Old Olive. I'm going to do sample first. Okay, that's good. I want it to be the second generation stamping. Okay, so I'm going to stamp. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the copper clay and a sponge dauber, and I'm going to go along the stamp like so. A little bit where you would anticipate there to be rusties. That's what we're going to do there. Then we're going to stamp our truck. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you that rust look, which I love it. Love it, love it. Just like so. Then I am going to, did I put those markers away? I think I did. Oops. I'm going to color in. Now here's the card that I shared with you when I stamped the wheel upside down. Okay, you see how it did a shadow effect in there? So if you want the whole wheel, then you just flip your stamp and you can do your whole wheel inside if you choose to do so. So what do you think of the rust? Now the rust, you can do it with water brushes. You can do wipe it off and do it that way. You could use your blends. Let me try using this other end. Oh yeah, that's better for me. Kinda, sorta. Not dark enough though. And let me get that light pool party again. It's funny how these markers, they like go down to the bottom. I just had it out. And I'm going to do the window. And a little bit of gray here and there. And then I need the stamp that's going to make little road underneath, because we don't want to have our truck like it's floating in midair. So to do that, I'll find my crumb cake again. And what am I doing? I don't want that, I want this. I'm going to take my marker right to my stamp and just color this in like so. Huff on it to re-moisten the ink and stamp underneath your truck to give it a little bit of a road. And let's do a fence. Let's put a fence on the back of our truck. So it's in two pieces here. I want to lose it, it's so little. And I'm going to go ahead and use the copper. So this is called again copper clay. Yes, yes, yes. And we'll do this on the back of our truck, like so. Put that there, and then the next stamp is going to color it in. But I'm going to stamp off and go over the top to color that in, like that. And also what I want to do is I want to add a little bit of color to the background. So I'm going to incorporate some of my blending brushes, and whatever color is already on here, I'm just going to use that because I don't need a whole lot. Just want to add a little bit of color to the background and a little bit of green down to the bottom. Like that. And then I should have a small piece here. Here we go. Now you can choose, it's my card. Make sure I have it. Oh, I got ink all over my fingers. It's just not an inky day if you don't have ink on your fingers. So you can choose to do this, but I'm going to use the other side that has the little lures on it to do that. Make sure they're going the right way, although it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that'll go there. I'm going to raise this up with dimensionals. And yes, I finally got more dimensionals. My order finally came. They had to reship an order because I never received it. So somewhere in life, someone is enjoying a pack of dimensionals and a free stamp set. All right, so let's put our little truck here. Now, when you're done using these, this is like a silicone mat. So if you don't have a silicone mat, you like to glue things, because the dimensionals were on here. You can repurpose and reuse this to glue things on. So keep that in mind. Nothing ever seems to want to go to waste when it comes with Stampin' Up! Things. All right, so let's take, this will be for our innie. And you know what, I think I want to add, some color to the inside. I really like the look of that. What do I got there? I'll flip it over. Something got zhoosh there. Let me go into the copper and rub it off. So I don't want a huge amount. Just a little something to add a little color to my background. And did I do words? Yeah, I did. Okay. So I'm going to, where's my stamp set? My stamp set, here it is. Good thing come to those who wait, which in my book would be retirement. However, I unfortunately never am going to make it to retirement. I instead had to take a different route in my life, which it's okay. All right, so let's stamp this. Good things come to those who wait. And I'm crooked on the block. All righty. And I'm going to glue this along the side. And this will go inside. I'm going to close this up. I don't like to leave my ink pads open because I get myself in trouble. How many of you do that? Get yourself in trouble with open ink pads. Alright, so here's my inside. Oh, I see I need to do a little trim on this. There we go. Okay, so now let's add a few little fish. And I have some, this was left over from a paper pumpkin kit. So what I want to do, let's see. I want to do fish. I think I did fish on the inside. Yes, I did. Some of these fish are stamped and colored, but a lot of them are from the designer series paper. We just trimmed out because that works good. That is good. Is that the same fishy? try to do different fish if I can. All right, so this is a big hullabaloo one. So we'll put him inside. Now what you can do with him is you can add some of these little embellishments. Like a little bloop. Now for the tires, I'm going to add these to the center of the tire. That's a little large. Let's go small. And dimensionals for our fish. I tend to like to trim my dimensionals. I do have mini ones, but at the time I didn't have mini ones, so I just trimmed them. Put fish here. And then we're going to take a little bit of this twine, linen thread. Oh dear, I want to not. And glue dots. Going to kind of roll it up a little bit. Tuck it under there. Stick thread there. And then I'm going to also add a dimensional to hold the nose down. And just have it kind of curl around. Again, glue dots and roll them up, because we only want a little tiny one. And you could attach the linen thread. I think I'm just going to kind of curl it up a little bit. You can play with it, you know, however you want to adjust your thread. so. I need another one to hold that down. Just roll it up in a little ball. Like that. And then we need our little saying. It says, "Happy Retirement." Oh, my fish popped up. He's trying to get away. Get back. Go back. Let me get... I think I need another glue dot. I'll use a little mini one, because his nose keeps wanting to pop back up. Now don't forget, the next event that I'm going to be holding on a Saturday is going to be in September, and it's going to be the bingo. So you will have to pre-register for that, and you will have to, it's a $10 fee to cover shipping of prizes and my supply fee. And you will also have to you'll need to supply 5 numbers between 1 and 25. So when you make your payment through PayPal, that's all listed under the event, my PayPal address. Make sure you include the numbers so we have them. And that, again, is going to be a Saturday in September. The 4th Saturday in September. And it'll be live, and you'll have to be here. Now, I mentioned this last night, and I'll probably continue to mention it. If you want to attend, but maybe you can't stay the whole time, then make previous arrangements for someone to watch over your numbers. I won't be able to do that. So we just did a little fussy there, and somebody can, play for you, and there'll be a whole bunch of prizes, and it's your choice on prizes. There'll be 4 games of bingo that we will play, and in between those games of bingo, there will be stamping demonstrations as well, and it will be focusing on items from the holiday catalog. Okay, happy retirement. Let me see, I think go right up here like I did before, because I think I like that placement. Let me make sure I'm straight. Yeah, that looks good. And let's bring the little bling blings in. And I think this time we're going to go with the copper. And we will go from small I love these. These, if I didn't mention what these were, these are the 2023-2025 ink color dots. That's what these are. So, if you're wondering what they are. All right, let's do 3 of them. And then I have another project to share. Okay. So there we are. There is our card. Isn't it pretty? And the inside, good things come to those who wait. And this was my sample one, pretty much the same. That is card number 2. What do y'all think of that? Do you like that one? Let me tidy this up a little bit while we move on to our final project. Okay. oh my goodness, I'm so upset. I have one of those Roomba, well, it's not a Roomba, it's a knockoff that does the floors, you know, the robot vacuum. And I like to bring, oh, his name is George, and I like to bring him upstairs because I can't lift the vacuum to bring it up here. I have a small vacuum up here, but I bring him and he comes and, you know, cleans my craft room floor. Well, I brought him upstairs the other day and he didn't work. So my son was over and I said, can you look at George? And he goes, I think George is done. I've had George for, oh, I want to say maybe 2 years or so. And he did say that they have one and their dogs are afraid of it, that maybe they would give me theirs. So if they do, I'd be really happy. But so that is card number 2. Let me put that aside. Let me grab a drink. Everybody grab a beverage. Oops. Oh, my mat is falling. Oh, don't fall behind my desk. I'll never get you again. Hold on. Oh, no. Ugh. Got it. But I love that little vacuum. I made him with my little Joy Cricut machine. Hi, my name is George. And I made him look like he's a little butler fist. I know, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I like to name things that I like. All right. So our final project for today is another 3D item. Let me share with you. So sometimes you have little parties you like to go to, and this is one of our cracker boxes. Super cute. Inside the cracker box, I actually found these on Amazon, and it came with 3 of them. So, and look, it has little wheels. So it's like a little truck, and they're little sour candies. They're truckload of sour. So it came with 3. So this one is Grandma's, and the other 2 will be for my grandsons next time they come to visit. And that's what I put inside the little cracker, were those little candies. And I use the little, what do you call these things? I will also, if in your little packet, I will send you these little wobbles. I use the little wobble on the truck. Look at how cute that is. A little wobble. And put the little candies inside. So this designer series paper is the shopping paper that I had the class on a few weeks back. So I want to show you how fun this could be. Now you can make these little crackers, can be for so many things. You don't have to definitely stick with what all I did. So, pardon me. So there's a whole bunch of trucks in here. What I did is I took, well, I'll show you how to put a truck together. Just do that, Sue. Show them how to do a truck. You get a piece of cardstock. Let's go with pink, because I haven't done pink. I'm going to show you how the truck goes together. So here's the truck builder punch. I'm also going to need a piece of black. And the tire. Okay, so here's the punch. What we're going to do is we're going to punch out truck. Like so. Well, I guess I should have stamped it first. So what are you thinking? Oh, rewind, folks, rewind. I need to stamp it first, but I could do the tires. Let's do the tires. sometimes. All right, let's pick a different color. Go in my little scrap bin. I wanted to do like, I wanted to do pink. Let me see if I have another scrap of pink. This is a great way to use up all of your scraps. Oh, I'm not seeing pink. Oh la la la. Go in my bin and get a piece of pink. Mambo pink, something. Excuse me. Let's go with the bubble. Oh, my tray. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you, I just ordered myself a new chair. The chair that I have had in this room was one that my daughter had given me. I'm not sure if you could even hear me, I'm bending over. And it's so cumbersome. It knocks everything over. It has these big arms on it. I mean, I really don't need such a big chair in here. So for 25 bucks, I ordered a chair from Amazon because this, I mean, how many years I've been with this chair and I'm sick of it. So, okay, here we go. Let's do this over again. Oh, you know what? Let me show you something else you can do while we're doing this. Let's see if it works. So I'm going to, but this chair just knocks every freaking thing over all the time. Okay, so there's our truck. Now let me think how this was done. If you want to have a truck facing the one direction, okay, so then you will punch this one out. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your silicone mat, stamp your truck on the silicone mat. Yep, that looks good. Then take your cardstock and lay it on top. We're just going to take the block and do that. And there's your truck. Oh, I know what I need to. Wait, let's do this again. Oh, wait, I have to think, how is that done now? How am I going to know where to punch it? That's going to go the wrong way though, right? Let me see if this works. I saw someone do this, but I should have watched a second time. It's not going to do the opposite. No, it's going to do the same one. Somehow they did that, and it did the opposite. Huh. Let me try something else. We only need one side for what we're doing, actually. But I wanted to do this. Okay, let's try this. No, that'll do the same thing too, if I laid that on top. Well, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out for another time. Maybe that'll work. I'm off. One more time I'm going to try, folks. And then I'll have to do research and I'll have to come back, or maybe I'll do it during one of my Facebook Lives. I'll take notes. Oh, I was on the fold. Let's see. Yeah, I'm off kilter. I'll have to take notes on how to do that because now I don't remember. All right. Even so. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Back to our regularly scheduled program. But if you were to be able to do that, you'd be able to have the front and back where, you know, both sides. But we only need the one. All right. Clean up, clean up. Clean up aisle 2. Okay, so I need my tires. Here's one tire. We need the little wheel wells. So there's one. Tire. Okay. So now for your truck, you can put your wheel well over the top like so. If you wanted to add a little bit of dimension, you can use a dauber. Let me grab a dauber. And this is the pink bubble bath. So we're going to add a little bit of dimension to this just by sponging along. Because trucks don't have to just be for boys, right? Okay. And we could go along the edge of the truck here. So if you don't want to do any coloring on your truck, this is the best way to get around that. And sometimes, you know, we just don't want to color. This is my first pink truck. I'm very excited. All right. Let me get that silicone mat. Put a little bit of glue underneath the wheel thingy. Put our tire. Now, if you don't have this die that makes these cracker boxes, you can always go ahead and create your own. This will go here like so. And a little dimensionals that are lost. There they are. I'm going to put a dimensional on here. And attach that over the top. Okay. Like that. And see if I can quickly find some bling, because it's a girly one. To put in the center of the tire. And there's our cute little pink truck. Okay, so let's put that aside. Let's put this over here. Hopefully I won't lose it. But look at the pretty blue truck. And do you see what I did with the windows? With the windows, I used our fine tip glue pen to put in the window to make it shiny, to give you that 3D effect. I want to see, I'm not sure. Okay, I think that bottle had clogged up, so I had put in here. So you just squeeze this, and then of course you'll need to set that aside to dry, and that will give you that shiny windowy look. Let me close this up. And someone gave a recommendation, I think it was Nancy from the card last night, and I thought this was a great idea. She said the typewriter keys, to use this on the typewriter keys. I'll just do the O for now because I need to refill this bottle. And then this way here, when it dries, it'll give the 3D effect like how a typewriter key would be. A lot of bubbles in that. But once that dries, it'll look 3D like a typewriter key. So I thought that was a great idea. Let me put that aside. It was from the card last night. Oh. Okay, back to our program. So we'll put our little truck aside. Now I have an empty, there we go. I was gonna say I have an open ink pad. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Put that right there. Okay, so the die that I used to do the cracker is actually called Cracker and Treat Box Dies, and it comes like this. One big die, and you have some extra dies here. You also have where you can take your acetate and you can cut. Let me find, what did I do with the acetate? Because acetate is clear, so it tends to get lost. So I'm going to use the Les Shops piece of paper. Okay, I think I see it. So you see it? Here it is. Acetate. This is left from the stamp sets. So when you get your stamp sets, well, not this one, but the clear ones, it'll have a real thin sheet and it will have an acetate sheet. I use the acetate sheets in my stamping. Like, why not, right? So you can go ahead and do the same. So what I did is I took my die cut and emboss machine, and I ran the die through like so, and then in one of them I cut out at the same time. I used a little post-it note and cut out a little window. So that's what these are great for tags, windows, all sorts of things if you need little stars or hearts. I did that, so I won't bother to do that to take up your time. And then I used some of the, I took, this is called, wherever the English is, threaded twine, and I used my scissors and I kind of shredded it, okay? So then when I shredded it, I got this. Now it's kind of glued together, so it's a little bit of work, so be very careful when you're doing it. And I made a little tag, just a little messy for that. And let me show you how easy this is to put together. Let me get all this out of my way. Alright, so I'll need a small piece of acetate to fill in this little, because otherwise my little goodies will fall out, but they won't, they're big enough, but you know, it's fun with the acetate. Okay, let me go off camera where I can see this. Just going to cut a small piece of it. And on the back side, I'm just going to use, I believe I'm just going to use glue dots. I use glue dots if I find them. Oh, there they are. They're always hiding. Just put a glue dot on each end. On the back side of your die cut. And then this is already scored for you, so let's just burnish, fold it. Be careful because it's designer series paper, so you know it is kind of thin. You do want to be careful. And this one could be for Delilah, for my granddaughter, because the boys can have the truck ones that Grandma made. And then little Miss, although little Miss Delilah is not that old, but that's okay. She needs one too. So that's how this goes together. And then on the ends, you're going to fold on that as well. But these are great like for the holidays. You can use them for any holiday, birthday parties, favors, showers. Get a whole bunch of y'all together and create these. You can put all sorts of things in here. I recently bought from Amazon, I have one of those foot massage tub thingies, you know, that you can put the little beads in, and they're little tiny small ones. That would be wonderful in here. Little bath beads would be wonderful in here. So many things. You may have to trim. There's a little bit of acetate there overextending, so let me trim that off. There we go. Okay. So once you get all of that folded up, I would highly recommend using our tear and tape to put this together, because we don't want it to fall apart. So I've had a great time. I hope you've all enjoyed yourself today, whether you're watching live or the replay. Maybe I gave some helpful tips, hints, different ways that you can take our products and use them alternatively. I will definitely be doing more and more with this truck set the more I get to play with it. I kind of don't, you know, I hesitated doing it because of the fact that it wasn't available, but being the stamp set is still available, you can still create with that. So then you're going to bring this together like so. That, and then these little ends kind of scrunch up. You can take ribbon or twine and tie that, but you can do it just like this. Now where's my little candies? So we have our little peekaboo window there. I didn't try these, but I'm sure the boys will. They like sour and hot things. Grandma doesn't like those things, but they do. So let's put some, this could be for mommy, for their mommy. I think I'll do 3. Oops. Put that window up on top so you can take a peek in there. Now I'm going to be very careful with my, oop, my truck's blown away. I'm going to take one of these little wobbles. And again, if you place an order $50 or more by Wednesday, use the host code. I will send you a packet with some little ornaments and wobbles and some little goodies inside as a special thank you for attending today and placing an order. Okay, so we could put our little truck right there. And then look at bing, 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 bing. The kids love that. Grandma likes it too. And then go ahead and put the little Farm Fresh. I'm going to use dimensionals for that. I used the little tag that was in with the bundle. So if you were having a little party, maybe with, you know, farm theme, or even for little girls, trucks don't have to be just for boys. And let's tuck this right there like that. And again, if you wanted to put some twine, you can go ahead and tie on your ends here. Close that up. Make it rustic. These would be very cute for a little bridal shower or a wedding theme to put at everyone's little table. Just a little thank you to show your appreciation. I'm not going to tie a bow, I'm keeping it simple. I will take pictures of everything that I made and my other samples, and there it is. And once I figure out how I do the double-sided, I'll be able to do that too. So here was the red one for the boys and a pink one for the girls. And I think they came out super, super cute. So let's take a look. Let me move all of this mess. Let's take a look at everything that we created today during my demonstration. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I look forward to more upcoming events and classes. Let me get my other samples. Okay, so we started off with our cute little ornaments. Okay, am I still there? That's the alarm. I have to take my medication. Let me see if it's still working, if I'm still on. Oh, I'm still there. I apologize. It must be 12 noon. I have to take my steroid medication. So let's finish up. We have our cute little ornaments we made, and definitely use the stays on. Don't use memento unless you like the musty look. But here's the back of that. Very cute ornament. And then we made the happy retirement card with the little fish and the inside, which is adorable. And then we made the little crackers with the little candies inside and the little wobbles. Now the wobbles I purchased through Amazon, but like I said, if you're interested in wobbles, I will send you in the mail your little packet with an order that's placed by Wednesday. So, oh, we're off a little bit. Let me move over this way. I have to remember next time to turn off that alarm because it goes off at every 6 hours. I have to take my meds. So there we are, our truck punch, our truck stamp set, which is available currently. And definitely get the stamp set though. If you want to wait on the punch until it's available and get the two of them, you're risking a chance that the stamp set will be gone, because I think that's what a lot of people are doing. They're waiting. So there we are, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me see. Too cute. Hi, Jenny. Really cute cards and cracker. Thank you so much, Fran. Bobbles. No, wobbles. Wobbles with a W. Going out of town, we'll have to miss bingo. Oh, darn it. Hi, Jeanette. Andrea. Hello, everyone. Checking in. You'll catch the replay. Oh, yes, I hope you do. Please do. Love the rust. Love it. Love it. Hi, everyone. Oh, Nancy, that's a great idea, using the liquid glue on the keyboard. It's a good idea. Okay. All right, everyone. I'll take pictures and I'll post them. And again, thank you all so much for attending. I really do appreciate it so much. And don't forget, the next event is going to be the bingo on September 23rd, 10 o'clock a.m. It's a $10 fee. Send your pay through PayPal. All the information is listed here on the Facebook page. You will find it under my events and where you can send your payment to. And again, I'll need numbers from you. Numbers between 1 and 25. I will need 5 numbers. We will be playing 4 games. The prizes will be your choice. You get to choose what prize you want. I will have a variety of different prizes, and let's just say it's going to be a fun morning. Plan for it to be probably about 2 hours. 2 hours, 4 games, and the demonstrations, I'm going to try to keep them kind of quick because of having to do bingo, and I know that that takes a lot of time, you know, with the whole bingo thing. I'm just cleaning my desk because I have a problem with messiness. It's horrible if you would see it. But anyhow, thanks everyone for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget, I will be back next Friday for Friday Fun Day, and it will be kicking off September. So we will be working with items from the new holiday catalog, and I'm looking forward to it. So enjoy your day. Be safe out there, please. And until I see you again, happy stamping. Bye, everyone.